Okay, hype? You have officially been lived up to. Okay, I posted this on my Facebook late last night. Like this morning, late last night, like after midnight. In which I was going to talk about my initial thoughts on a certain establishment that has been talked about among a lot of people in my community as of late. So, needless to say, my family and I had finally found ourselves an opportunity to try it, and we were thoroughly impressed. And this establishment was known as the Sauce Boss. Good morning, happy Saturday, everybody. Yes, it is Saturday, the weekend is here, and I can think of no better way to start off this weekend by talking about my initial thoughts on the Sauce Boss and what I think of it as of right now. You're probably wondering, well, Nick, why are you even doing like your initial thoughts? I mean, you just said it's good. You really need to say anything more? Well, here's the thing. I don't actually know the owner personally, but, you know, through all the mutual friends thing, like, we're friends on Facebook, because of the whole mutual friends thing. And this guy has been through a lot to make sure that this place is as good as it is. Like, he's had, actually, I don't really know the whole story, but the point is he worked very hard to make his establishment as good and, you know, built up as it is. In fact, it's so incredibly good that, at least in terms of what the hard work he put into, that I think probably since Dippity Doodahs, I haven't seen a sort of hidden gem local establishment gain as much of a following in such a short amount of time as this. Again, since probably Dippity Doodahs, and that was like early in the decade, last decade. So yeah, it's been quite a while. Actually, I don't really think you'd be able to. I was gonna say that having Dippity Doodahs after having the Sauce Boss would make for a great dinner and dessert combination, but I don't think anyone would want to drive it away from Horseheads to Corning. But yeah, so needless to say, with everyone talking about it, I'm posting it like online on Facebook. You know, like there's a group I joined on Facebook called Help Out Elmira Restaurants or Support Elmira Restaurants. So, and I see people post stuff about the Sauce Boss all the time. So I'm like, okay, I gotta see what the hubbub is about. So, doing the proper research, and luckily the good people over at the Sauce Boss were kind enough to have a menu posted online for the world to see, so they know what they wanted to order. My family and I ordered, to split we ordered the cheesy garlic bread. That was actually like the one thing I've seen a lot of people talk about the most. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's like other dishes that people order too. But like when it comes to like the sides or appetizers that they have, the cheesy garlic bread has been like the number one thing. So we had to get that. Now, my parents were both in the mood for subs. And luckily the Sauce Boss does have subs. My mother had gotten the Chicken Speedy sub. For those of you not in upstate New York, Chicken Speedies is a sort of, area-centered dish. Anyway, so my mother had ordered the Chicken Speedy sub, and my father had ordered the Chicken Parmesan sub. Now, for me, based on all the pictures that I had seen of all the stuff the Sauce Boss has, based on, again, what people have been, posting on Facebook, and, based on what I was in the mood for, Because honestly, a lot of the things on the menu looked good. They really did. But considering that in terms of what, the owner of the Sauce Boss had to go through to get his place up and running, and the fact that, he had sadly lost his mother a while back, I figured I would order the chicken Alfredo Mama style. It had like bruschetta with Parmesan on top. Oh, it was delicious. Very nice. So, yeah. Needless to say, I was thoroughly impressed with what I had. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My mother is very particular. She loved her chicken speedy sub. I loved it. I would have asked for a bite, but it was almost completely gone when I thought about asking. Because, again, my mom is, really particular when it comes to, the stuff she eats. To put things in, here's an example. If she's having fish, even if, the moment doesn't call for it, she absolutely needs to have tartar sauce. It could be now, she's not, too crazy where, we're having, crab legs. Tartar, no, if it's, a fish, say, a haddock, or, what's it, haddock or halibut or something there's gotta be tartar sauce. That's all I'm saying. So, yes. If anyone is wondering, yes, I do recommend the Sauce Boss. Now, I just want to point one thing out. This restaurant is nearly brand spanking new. It's not even a year old. So, it is far and away too presumptuous to say, this place is going to be something like the next Lids or something. Or the next Moretti's. Because it's not trying to be like that at all. If you're thinking if you're gonna go to the Sauce Boss and getting something like that, you're not getting that here. But that's fine. They're doing their own thing. And that is more than respectable. I certainly enjoy it. So, I will say, give it time. I really do think that the Sauce Boss can really, because here's the thing. The couple times my family has ever gone to Tonino's, they didn't like it at all. I never really had Tonino's before, but, my folks have, and they were not really impressed. So, as popular as Tonino's is, I definitely think that give it enough time, and if more and more people support it, I really think the Sauce Boss could very well overtake Tonino's. In fact, I think it may become to a Horseheads what Sorge's is to Corning. I really think it could. I mean, again, it is far too early to make any kind of crazy predictions. So, the moral of what I'm saying is, the key word in what I'm saying is potential. There is a boatload of potential in this place. I can definitely see why it lives up to the hype. The food that, my family had was obviously delicious. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made the video discussing that. Yeah, so if you're in, that's actually the one main problem that I do have with it. It's nothing to do with the food, not at all. It's that, it's location. Now, when I mean location, I don't mean the area that it's in. The area around it's like that. Not at all. In fact, Lake Road and Horseheads is actually kind of a nice area. The problem is, again, I live in Elmira and I drive to Corning and Big Flats pretty much every day, driving by Horseheads. It's just rather far out of my way to actually go get it myself. In fact, what we had last night will probably be the last time we have it for, quite a while, unless somehow we get incredibly lucky. But I can say that I was lucky enough to finally try it for the first time ever. Seriously, this is like the peas macarons of like Italian food. There you go. Yeah, like peas macarons after having the sauce balls, that make for a great dinner and dessert combination. They're nearby each other. Oh, peas macarons were supposed to open like in April, but with everything going on, it couldn't. But it's gonna be opening up a month from now, like in June. Like a month from now, like June 20th, I think. Like Father's Day weekend. So, if Peas Macarons opens, when it opens, I mean, and you want like a nice light sort of sweet dessert after having, heavy pasta from the sauce boss, oh, I say, honestly, what I had last night wasn't what you would consider heavy, but, pasta is, generally stereotyped as being sort of a, pasta dishes are, stereotyped as being heavy, consistently anyway. I mean, my dish is actually very well balanced. So, no worries there. But let's say that, what you had at the sauce boss was on the heavy side. A nice, light, sweet dessert that's not Rita's. Yeah, peas macarons would be great for having after the sauce boss. Or Rita's for that matter. So, I guess I haven't realized that the sauce boss is actually in a pretty advantageous location when it comes to what you want to have after it. Cool. I just thought of that now. Because, there's like I mentioned Rita's, there's like a boatload of ice cream shops in the area that, are seasonal, open, like as long as it's warm out and stuff like that. Again, with, COVID-19, some of that's kind of gone out the window. And they're starting to like reopen now, but yeah, you get the idea. So, it is a rather advantageous location. If you want something after the sauce boss, you could get like ice cream at like several different areas. Want to drive all the way to Rita's, you could do that. If you're feeling like something sweet in the form of a light pastry, Peas Macarons when it opens, that's going to be good. So, yeah. That's an advantageous location. But for somebody who, again, lives in Elmira and takes the highway to travel to get to and from where he has to go, Sauce Boss is rather out of my way. So again, what I had last night will probably be the last time I have it for a little while. But I can definitely tell you I was very lucky to have it. It was very good. I was thoroughly impressed. Every bit of hype that was ever built up about it, has been lived up to. And, again, I really think that give it enough time. Because, again, this restaurant's not even a year old. It is, again, it's far too early to make any sort of crazy prediction like Sauce Boss is going to be like the next Tony R's. Like, no, it's not trying to be that. It's not trying to be that at all. But that's good. It's just doing its own thing. And we like it when it does its own thing because its own thing is very, very good. So, yeah, thoroughly impressed to the good people over at the Sauce Boss. You guys doing a great job. And I actually, before I started this video, I thought about sort of making it like sort of an epic poem because my father and I went to go get the food, right? And we wait outside for one of the waitresses to bring us our meal to take home. And I would have been like, and yea, my father and I had journeyed through the way of highway, and were given delicious nourishment by fair golden-haired maidens. I can say that joke because the waitresses that we saw happen to be blonde. Not dumb blonde though. I can pretty sure of that. So yeah, I think like an epic poem or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm rambling on too much. This was honestly, it was a nice change of pace. My mother loved her chicken speedy sub. Like, holy, like, she literally called me late last night saying, I love my sub. Thank you for the idea. Like, yeah, so, Sauce Boss. I recommend it. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Support small businesses. And, yeah, that's all I have to say in that matter. Like, favorite channel, the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, turn notifications on YouTube. I enjoyed helping in this video for all you guys watching Joke today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here at the London here. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.